All right, welcome to the Panther Pad Podcast. I am General Mike Payne, National General under King Rick, and I have
Lola Truitt. I am a soldier in the Black Panther Party of VA.
There we go. So now we're going to talk about a couple topics. We're not going to be too long. We're going to start the clock. We got 5 minutes. We are going to talk about our confrontation with the store, right? The store. We had a video that just recently went viral. So, yeah, let's get it out there. Let's talk about it. So we go into this, we get a call, right? We get a call, and they said that this queen had been disrespected. She had been called all type of obscenities. She had been called racial slurs. They got into an argument. But who's supposed to be professional in this situation?
The customer's always right. So as a customer service representative, you should not disrespect customers.
True. So, you know, and he was totally in the wrong. And then he pulled a gun on the woman's face.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
So he pulls a gun on this lady's face, and we get this call, and we have to go see him.
You called her a nigga and a bitch.
No,
Yes, you did.
I swear to God, I'm not talking like that because she took this off and right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was mad.
Okay, but
And
does that
she
give you a
woman,
reason
I
to call her?
can't fight her.
Would you pull a gun on that woman's
I'm
face?
sorry.
You put a gun in my face?
You put a gun on that woman's face?
Yes.
I swear to God, I'm not doing nothing.
This is.
Why she
You
not
understand? This
calling
is.
for
This is.
police?
I'm talking. This is my community. This is a queen from my community. Do not pull guns on that woman's face. I want you fucking fired. I heard you got fired. Why are you still
Yes,
here?
I gotta go.
You definitely have to go. Can we shut down today?
Okay.
Can we close up?
I got you.
Let's go.
This is the thing. In our community, every woman, every man, every child belongs to us. Okay? We're going to protect them. You're not going to disrespect them, and it's not going to go unchecked. So we went in there and we had a nice little dialogue with the guy. And we told him, look, this isn't going to happen again. You need to be fired. And black people, we need to stop patronizing.
You need
Patronizing,
to stop,
is that right?
Yeah, patronizing.
Patronizing. We need to stop patronizing these stores when, you know, we red flag them. When we say it's wrong, they're doing our people wrong, we need to tell them it's time to get up out of there.
But you've seen some black people, you can tell them the store's closed, they'll still try to go in there.
Absolutely. And why do you think that is?
It's because we're so used to being mistreated. It's like really sad when you think about it. A lot of us are used to the mistreatment, so most black people, well, what else is new? We're mistreated all the time, so like, what else is really new? I still got to get my my wraps for later, so.
Right. And that's the thing. Please try to buy black. Try to, you know, and if you're not going to buy black, go somewhere else that's not going to at least, you know, to where you're at least going to be treated right. At least go somewhere where you're going to be treated right. Bare minimum. You know, try to buy black, but if you can't do that, at least go up the street somewhere where somebody's not disrespecting your people. We need to stand up for one another.
Exactly. Even at the nail shops and places, black women go to get their nails done, and people like beating them up, beating them with brooms, spitting on them, don't want to, you know, jack their eyebrows up, don't want to pay for it. So
yeah, we can't have it.
We got that. I know a lot of black nail shop owners here in Virginia that do a very good job. You know, like
there you go.
You do got black professional people where your nails are not crooked. they all.
And when we take we take the mothers out for Mother's Day. I think there's a place called Atlanta Nails.
Yeah.
That's here. Where's that? Is that in
Isn't that in Portsmouth?
I think it's in Portsmouth. It's a nice shop. So you know, try that.
Also,
but
Diabella.
Yeah.
Port News.
What's it called?
Diabella Spas.
Okay.
Off of Ward Boulevard did my nails.
All right. See, so you got some places to go. But this particular place, what was the name of it? Was it Church?
It was Church Street Corner Store or grocery
something
store.
like that in Portsmouth. But anyway, this is the thing. All right, we had to shut them down. They had to get up out of there, and he locked the doors for the day. Okay, and we were very proud of that. And the point is, we want to keep them closed.
You even made them call her a black queen.
Made them call her a black queen because that's what she is.
That.
Ladies, if a man should not call you anything besides your name, a black queen, ma'am, miss, or something like that.
Or a goddess.
Yes, or a goddess. But don't have them sitting there calling you honey, ma, and baby, and all that type of stuff, because they're trying to lure you into something else, and then the disrespect comes. So, you know, if we hear about it, we got to shut them down. So, anything else about that situation you want to talk about?
Yeah, because they were saying that to kids that were like teenagers, they were minors.
Yeah,
they were saying that too. So they're coming to our community preying on our children.
Right. Oh, and some of the haters, we saw them. They said that we had a gun on the counter. Right? That wasn't our gun. That was their gun. That was their gun that we took apart so that he couldn't use it on us. Okay.
Because tried to be slick about it.
Right. Yeah. We don't have you reaching for weapons and all that. You know, we came to talk. Right?
Yes, and you spoke your piece. Right. He almost started crying. Looked like he was about to pee himself and everything.
Depends. We're gonna do a plug on Depends.
I've never seen a grown man almost cry.
Right.
You just were talking.
Yeah, we just talking. We just need to talk. You know, and everybody likes to call us bullies. We're not bullies. This is the thing. When every time a black man or a black woman stands up for themselves, all of a sudden we're bullies. But that is it. That is our 5 minutes, and we gotta go on to the next subject. All right, let's go. What is our next subject of the day?
Breonna Taylor. And
Breonna
all
Taylor.
this protesting is really getting on my nerves.
We're gonna go to protesting, but before we get to that, Breonna Taylor, I want to stick on that. Give me something.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Talk to the people.
The way the case was handled, it was not justice. Justice was not served.
I agree.
How do you go up with a no-knock warrant, gun down a woman in her own home that was asleep, and then you do not call the responders in time and you just let her bleed out and die?
My other thing with that is, when you have a situation such as that, they always try to villainize the people, the victims. They try to villainize the victims. And that's something that I hate. But they've been doing that to us forever. It's nothing new. But, you know, a lot of times when it's the white kids and things like that, they'll try to say, oh,
they're angels.
They're church group, they did this, they did that. And unless it's something incredibly crazy, they don't even bring it up.
Well, like Columbine.
But yeah.
They said that those boys,
good
Dylan, they say they were good kids, but they just had problems that their parents didn't recognize.
But they'll try to pull we sold drugs and dealt drugs and did this and did.
And it could have been just one thing. Like, look at the situation with George Floyd. Mm-hmm. They have to go all the way back in time. The same thing with Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah, they'll try to find anything. They're always pulling something to villainize us.
They even tried to give her ex-boyfriend a plea bargain if he said that she was trafficking drugs to her apartment.
Right, I heard about that too.
That was messed up, and I'm happy that he stood up and said, "No, I'm not doing that."
Right.
And then he told on them what they were trying to do.
Right. So with the Breonna Taylor situation, it's extremely sad. Extremely disheartening, but it's not over. You know, there's still some things going on, and you know the fight is still going on, and hopefully she'll get some type of justice.
But how?
You know, maybe something will come. You know, because I know they're still going through different things right now, right?
No, one officer already was charged, and it wasn't even for the shooting.
Yeah.
It's not enough. And the thing about it, though, when this protest is over, at the end of the day, justice, even though the case is still ongoing, you already know that they're going to try to paint it in a way where the officers were justified for shooting up that place.
Yeah. And that's another thing. I want to bring it right back directly here to VA. I was getting a lot of calls because they had a Breonna Taylor protest here in VA. Mm-hmm. And I want you to really listen to me on this, okay? What is the point? Because we got a chapter out there in that area. So my thing is, what is the point of us sitting around here protesting without an actual cause behind it? I mean, yeah, there's a cause, but there's nothing that's going to come from it. There's no step 2. It's just you're going to go out there, throw some stuff around, kick over a couple of trash cans, yell at some folks. But the whole point is, if you really want to fight for Breonna Taylor's life, if you really want to support Breonna Taylor, then join the cause in some sort of way and fight for her every day.
Exactly.
Not just this week, not just because this verdict came out or this verdict didn't happen or whatever the case is. Fight for her every day.
Exactly.
That's the point.
But don't wait till it hits home. Most black people don't become a part of the movement till it hits too close to home.
Right.
When someone in their community that they love die or their family die, they want to be in the streets protesting and screaming. but why not already be out there?
Right, exactly, and that's my point. If you're gonna get into this game, get into it.
But a lot of us are scared though. Like a lot of us feel like, you know, what if you go to jail? What if you die? At the end of the day, you are going to die, but at least die for something that you stand for.
Absolutely. Stand for something or fall for anything.
Exactly. Malcolm X.
There we go. So now we're going to go, our 5 minutes is up with that. Now we're going to go to the next topic. And the next topic was...
Joe Biden.
I don't believe so.
I thought we were going to talk about how he was on the...
Protesting. Protesting is the next topic. All right, let's get it.
I thought you said that.
No, look, and we did kind of cover a little bit of that.
Yeah.
We covered a little bit of the protesting. Go ahead. I'll let you start. Kick it off.
Okay, so protesting, it's not changing anything. We've been protesting since 66 when we had the police brutalities of 66. The Klan coming to our community, burning our shit up. I'm sorry. Am I allowed to curse?
You just did.
Well, we'll let it down.
You're all right.
We'll let it down.
Yeah, right. It's all good. Yeah.
Burning our shit up. You know, causing trouble with us.
Burn that shit up.
Exactly.
There we go.
We were protesting then. And then the Black Panther Party, after Malcolm X was assassinated, you know, the Black Panther Party came on the scene. And then we started standing up and protecting people in our community. Mm-hmm. If we had continued the work from there, and I understand what COINTELPRO and all these other things the government did to shut us down, can you imagine where we would have been today?
If we would even kept our own grocery stores, our own hospitals, our own schools, we would be, I think we'd be in a good place right now. But with the protesting, the thing I want to go into with that is have a plan B. You can't just protest, go out there and kick shit around. There we go. I'll join you in the swear jar.
Yeah.
You can't just go and kick shit around and yell out a bunch of craziness and have no plan. You know, without changing the policies, without going to the hierarchy and being able to get some things changed, you're doing nothing. You know,
exactly.
You have to have some demands. You have to have some things going on or set in place so that way the protest means something. You know, they don't give a damn about you walking around in the streets.
But we're on a merry-go-round.
Right.
Every 2014, we had major deaths in our community with Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice. You know, we had all these, Sarah Bland, all these deaths we had. Mm-hmm. People protest, scream, but we're still back at it again.
And you know what I keep hearing?
What?
Well, this is a different one. George Floyd, it was a different one because it went worldwide. What you do? You know, it was different. It was different, but it results in the same thing. And if we don't start taking control of our own destiny and doing what we need to do for ourselves, we need to really stop depending on all these other outside forces. Exactly. And also stop letting white people run your protests.
You better say it.
We need to speak our own narratives.
Exactly.
It's the same thing in Hollywood with movies. We can't let them keep telling our stories. We need to tell our own stories, okay?
Yes.
Because that way we don't want it whitewashed. We want it to be non-biased and come directly from us.
But the thing about it though, how can the same people now, the same children of those who oppressed you, speak for you? Now you have some white people, their hearts are in a good place. Mm-hmm. But they cannot tell your story the way you know it. And then eventually our voices get drowned out. Next thing you know, they're talking about, you know, feminist issues and how white women have suffered just as much as black women. And I'm looking at them sideways like, no.
Right. But we need to lead our own protests. We need to lead our own, have our own voice. We have to do that. Now, I know time is running short. We got 1 minute left. You know, so I just want to say, look, we are the original Black Panthers of VA. We fight against injustice. We fight against oppression. We fight against racism and inequality. We're not anti-white. We're not anti-police. None of those things. But we do know who is oppressing us. We do know who is making these atrocities against us.
Yes.
And we will fight whoever is detrimental to our group, our race, and our people. we will definitely stand up for our people at all costs. All right, so we covered our 3 topics. We covered Queen Breonna Taylor, we covered protesting, and we covered the store we had to run up into.
And make a grown man cry.
Absolutely. So next week, join us at 7 p.m. Don't forget, join us at 7 p.m. on the Panther Pad Podcast. All power to the people.